Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here. I'm Marilyn, and I wanted to pop in today and share with you an emotional experience related to books that happened just a few hours ago. I've been talking a lot about minimalism in the last couple of weeks, but what about books you want to keep or anything you want to keep? I have a hard time getting rid of books, but lately I've been letting go of books that I know that I'm either not going to read again, or I didn't love it, it wasn't a 5-star read. But however, there are books that I still buy, that I still want to keep forever, or to keep as a legacy for my children. And I found out that this is one of them. Now, I sent away for this book about a year ago. And when it came today, I had no idea where it was, except that it came from New Zealand. And I thought maybe someone sent me a book to review. That happens occasionally, not too often. But when I started opening, it was like a Russian crested doll. There was tons and tons of paper, and the box was very big. And I said, what is in it? And when I got to the bottom of the box and looked at the picture through the very well wrapped paper, I knew right away that it was the book that I had ordered. It's out of print. That's why I spent I'm not even sure what I spent. It could have been $25, and I usually don't spend that even on a new book. But I'm going to open it now. Let me show you the book. It's in wonderful condition, and it is by Sally Watson. And the cover is just gorgeous. They kept this in, it was written in 1955, I think, and it's called To Build a Land. And it's a book that affected me greatly when I was a child. So it was written, wow, it was written in 1959. I just was gobsmacked when I just saw the picture here, because I don't remember this picture when I read the book in maybe 60. And what is it about? Of course, it's about what happened to children of different countries after the Holocaust. And I still remember how much this book affected me. I still remember the Leo and Mia, the two characters in this book. That's how much it affected me. So who is Sally Watson? And you might be surprised that Sally Watson is a YA historical fiction writer, mostly about the British royals. She moved to England in 1964 and lived there for 24 years. Her most well-known works are parts of her English Family Tree series. Most of her books went out of print in the 1970s. Many eventually reprinted by Image Cascade. She has also written YA novels set in ancient Egypt. And so what is this about? In 1947, Leo and Mia Morelli, young Italian Jews who survived World War II on the streets, come to Israel, where they meet many other young people, both Jews and Arabs. And I loved this book so much. The table of contents, I'll just read you a few of the table of contents. Number 1, the ragamuffins, the broken arm, what next, Marseille, sea journey, an exciting landing. So it is a children's book. I'm just so excited that I have this was worth the price that I paid for it. I can tell you that I consider this a rare book. And I think it's well worth it if you are into historical fiction, that you do see if Sally Watson her books have been reprinted. And I just wanted to see if there was any other photos in this book. But no, that was the only photo, but I don't even remember the photo. But I'm telling you that I started weeping when I got this book, because just to hold it in my hand and remember the emotional impact that this book gave me when I read it at 10, and that I still remember most of what happened in the book. And so that got me to thinking, what books are keepers for you? Please let me know. I really want to know in the comments. Do you ever buy a rare book? But I have another surprise. I did get another book in the mail today. And I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I'm going to open it anyway because I want to see. I think I've been very careful about buying books lately, not only because of money, but because of space. So I'm pretty sure that this is a keeper too. Of course, not in the same way that To Build a Land is a keeper for me. But definitely it's going to be a keeper. And I sent for a few books, so I'm not really sure. Oh, okay. So I think I had complained enough about Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell that I had read it in a very hard print to read. The font was terrible, everything about it, the cover. But I got a beautiful book for Victober. And it's a Penguin classic with a beautiful photo on it. And I'm just, in case you don't know what Cranford is about, it's a portrait of the residents of an English country town in the mid-19th century. Cranford relates the adventures of Miss Mattie and Miss Deborah, two middle-aged spinster sisters striving to live with dignity in reduced circumstances. And this is a series of vignettes, which originally I didn't like. But I think it was the book the copy that I was reading. But I'm definitely going to read this. This is going to be my Victober read. And yes, it's still Victober. And it's going to be a keeper. So I wanted to, like I said, pop in and show you something that made my heart happy. Not only to get two beautiful books, but to get a book that meant something to me as a child and that I will keep forever. So, you know, forget about minimalism when it comes to something that you love, whether it be books or anything else. If it makes you happy, if it makes your heart glad, I say keep it. So let me know, what are some books that are important to you? What are some books that make your heart happy? Now this took a year to get here, but it was worth it for the excitement and emotion that it brought to me, because we're readers here, and as readers, books have more than just a slight meaning to us. They are important to us, and I would really like to know what books you have on your shelf that give you as much pleasure as this will stay on my shelf forever. So I am going to do more videos on my shelf, because I am working on my shelf and making it smaller, but making it more meaningful. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Aloha!
Go.